Situation with Tom Jordan?
Yeah, Tom has a 4-week suspension due to tackle school, get it down to 3 weeks. So he won't be available, obviously, for these next 2 games, and obviously the Prem Cup, and then he should be good for Scotland. So get back into the international stage, if selected, of course, and then ready for round 6 in the Premiership.
Yeah, I mean, it's a blow, obviously, to lose a player of that calibre, even more so given the injuries you got, isn't it? But an opportunity, I suppose, for Sam to come up and step up in that role.
Yeah, we looked at it because obviously Josh and Batesy and Genji, they all went off. The 2 boys with their concussions, failing the HIA, so they can't. They're just at 6-day turnaround. They can't make it. So that's another 3 backs down. So we have officially 13 backs unavailable. 10 of them are English qualified, English backs. 8 of them had surgeries, or going to have surgeries as well. So good challenge. So we've brought in, obviously we brought Oscar Lennon back, we brought in Matthias Moroni, and then I managed to find Toby Fricker on a stag do last week. So he rocked into training. He's obviously been preparing, he's been away with USA Rugby, and he's managed to join us Monday. A little bit dusty, but did his medical, and he's out training, so we managed to get some numbers.
Yeah, and from Matthias's point of view, I guess it's irrelevant if he's ready or not, isn't it? It's needs must. He has to be ready almost.
Yeah, I mean, he's world class.
Yeah.
I mean, like 93 caps for Argentina, won the Premiership with Gloucester, and I was saying it's interesting. I said whenever we played, I remember the days when we had Semi Radradra, there was only 2 guys who managed to contain Semi, and one was Bernard Janse van Rensburg, and the other one was Matthias Moroni. So, excellent defender, but, you can see with the 2 of them working well in combination, the 2 of them, he's come straight in. There's no shyness, there's nothing, because you're an international. That's the beauty. Like he's in his, in his past his 30s now, so the experience has come straight in, which is what you want.
Yeah, and you mentioned Ellis took a knock as well. Is he likely to be available for Friday night?
Well, Ellis came off with, he took a knock to the shin, so I took him off, and then the independent doctor called out that he needed to go through a HIA, which surprised him, and he doesn't wear the mouth guard, so he had to do another different HIA but he basically failed the process, so he was pretty frustrated. So with that means that he's ruled out too for this week.
Yeah, I mean, players now, you've got a team, haven't you, almost of injured star players, not just any players. So the challenge that you just alluded to is a big one to overcome.
Yeah, it is. It's Randall McGinty, Batoye, Jimmy Williams, Lane, Hewitt, Bates, Genge. That's the challenge. Yeah. But that's why I was so pleased about last week. And then for us, training sort of feels like we're round 3, round 4, like we're at the end of the season when you're managing the back end. So it's not our normal type of training and preparation, but it's all about making sure that guys know what they've got to do together, so they at least play as a team and manage our way through there. Obviously, we've got to take it a little bit easier with the backs. Can't afford to lose anymore. And that's what it is. That's the dilemma we face until a few more of them start to come back. Some in December, some January, some a bit later. So we've got a couple of months to navigate.
Yeah, it was Derby week last week, but you've got another one this week and another one the week after. Do you like having them successive? I mean, a lot of players, Dave Atwood, for example, spoke to him. He was on my programme last night, and he was saying that he would prefer to have them spread out a little bit.
Mate, it's like it is what it is. All it is, we go week to week, and points on offer, and it just happens that we're playing Gloucester, a team that beat us twice last year, we know how difficult they are, particularly up there, and also because we know they've lost the last three. They've competed. Could have easily been the other way. So we know the challenge we're up against, and you know, with the group that we have.
Yeah, is it a good thing that you played there not so long ago in the Prem Cup? Does that help in any way?
Yeah, it does. It does in one way that, you know, you get a bit of a feel, but on the other way they know what's coming too. So no, it's going to be, you know, it's always a good game. It's always a good game with Gloucester, and they're not far away too, so we understand that.
Yeah, what have you made of their start to the season? I guess it's difficult, and when they play the way they did last year, they had a lot of player turnover, didn't they too?
Yeah, I think I've got a few more things to worry about in my group first. But I know, like as I said, George is a good coach, and it's just little things. They're not far away, and you know, we just got to make sure we're not the team that they finally get a win on.
Yeah. Defensively last week, you must be very pleased with that, because I mean, it's all very well scoring all the points, but to not concede them must be pleasing for you to win a game a little bit of a different way to what we're used to seeing from the Bears.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's our big thing, is that our flow, when you lose the players you do, our flow of the way we do our attack is naturally not cohesive, and even to this week we're introducing players to each other and trying to accelerate that, but you just can't throw 700-800 games in there. So, but defensively, that's you know, that's driven really well by Jordan Crane and Fitzharding and, you know, Van Rensburg. So those boys have been driving that all pre-season, and I was pleased that we got a game like that to really show what we can do. But just like when you do a great attack, you want to back that up, and so we're going to need that this week. Gloucester pose a lot of challenges and questions, particularly up wide. So you know, we've got to be on it again.
Yeah, just finally, Lewis Rees Summit, of course, going to get all headlines, particularly when it's going back to Gloucester and against Gloucester, but didn't play last week. Is he in the running to feature at Kingsholm?
No, he's not in consideration yet. So he's one of the 13. Yeah, I should have mentioned him, but you know, and obviously Tom Jordan. So no, there's some quality. When I look at that 13 that are out, pretty much all of them would be in the playing group.
Yeah, thanks for your time. Good luck, thank you.